Our match this afternoon, as I turn, it says between Ghantoot and also Habtoor. Playing in the white shirts will be Ghantoot, blue for Habtoor. For Habtoor, the visitors, Mohamed Al Habtoor playing at number 1. At number 2, Hugo Lewis. At number 3, Fakou Sola. And at the back door, Tommy Beresford. For Ghantoot, playing at number 1, back in the saddle again after his little bit of an injury, was Yusuf bin Dismal. At number 2, Cesar Crespo. At number 3, Juan Cruz Zavaleta. And at the back door, Martin Donovan. Umpires out in the field, just sorting things out here now. It should be a very action-packed game out here this afternoon. We'll be looking for two very strong teams indeed. So the ball bowled into play, the home team of Ghantoot, and he comes off with this one here. Out of Bin Dismal, comes in with the backhand. The backhand doesn't quite get the shot he's looking for. Mohammed comes in for the play, and we get a whistle. So it looks like Habtoor are having to retire back 30 yards. And a penalty spot, penalty 5 in favour of Ghantoot. To be taken by Martin Donovan. Players called. Crespo goes up on the move as Donovan brings the ball into play. As does Zavaleta. Lewis just waiting for Donovan, just asking for him to unleash that ball. He does so. He sends that gone goalward bound. Goalward bound it is. It looks like it's got the legs, but unfortunately it's just gone wide. A good driving shot there by Donovan. As you can see, it's well within range of Donovan here. However, the ball will be placed on the back line for Habtoor to bring back into play. It's going to be the Irish Chileno, Tommy Beresford, to bring it in. Cuts this one open wide out here now for Sola to swoop onto the play here now. Sola, Fakou Sola comes away with the ball here once again. Checks up on the play. Beresford comes up past him looking for a pass, but keeping control of the play here is Sola. Sola up on the move. Sola keeps on going forward. Juan Cruz comes in to put the pressure on him here now. He just checks up, comes inside, just leaves little backhand there for Beresford to come and flick onto it. These two have been working really well here this season. Is this going to be Beresford up on the plate? Goes with the driving shot. He unleashes a ball there. Beresford, we know, can actually send the bomb up the field. Got a lot of sky on it. It's come down. Got players looking for that one there, but it's Sola back onto the play. Sola cuts this one in towards the goal. In towards the goal it is. And watch that flag. Yes, it's up, ladies and gentlemen. First blood here now to Habtoor Polo. 1 goal to Habtoor. With just over 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes still left to play. Two teams will make their way back towards the centre line for umpire to bowl this ball back in once again. Change agains. Ball back into play once again. Gets stuck in the middle line out here now. Trying to come out with this one here. Just having to yield off that one. It was Bin Dismal. Trying to get onto it is Sola. Sola and Juan Cruz. Juan Cruz comes away with the play. The ball goes out towards the ball for Donovan. Donovan comes up with the play. Looks for the open backhand. Can't get it. His full play there by Lewis. Lewis, the workhorse there for the Habtoor team. But it's going to be Juan Cruz. Comes away with it here now. Juan Cruz taking this one up behind Beresford. Goes to the passing play. Looks to send this one out to Crespo. Crespo looks like he's just been pushed off out of that play a little bit there by Lewis. Lewis managed to flick that one in, but he doesn't quite get a clearing shot onto that one there. The backhand comes in now by Beresford. Saving the day for Habtoor. Flicking that one up here now for Lewis. Lewis, he's got the break on this one here now. Lewis just up over the halfway line, being pursued by Juan Cruz, looking for a little bit more, but it is going to be Lewis. Lewis running hard here up the field here, going goal bound, scoot that one a little bit wide, but can he get into it? No, he can't quite get to that one in time, and wide it goes. A lovely opportunity there for Lewis, but just got a little bit too much on that one and not quite straight enough, and out over the back line it goes. So the ball's placed down on the back line here now for Ghantoot to bring back into play once again. Martin Donovan taps on forward, looks to see where his teammates are. Waking from there is Lewis, cuts this one wide out open there for Juan Cruz to come onto. Juan Cruz comes onto it, waits for his man, yields off it, leaves it now for Donovan once again. Donovan picks up the play. Donovan over shoulder drives this one out the field here now, trying to get this one up for Bin Dismal. Bin Dismal and Mohamed Al Habtoor contesting hard after this play here now. Can't quite get onto it, but yes he can. Yusuf bin Ozclean, he might quite like to do so. Coming onto it, Donovan just gives Beresford a bit of a touch up on that one there, tries to come back onto it, but is going to be managed to regain possession there. Donovan gets hooked off out of it there by Beresford, leaves it now for Sola. Sola just looks after the play here now, gets his play half spoiled, but back onto it, gives him the opportunity to make the turning play. Fakou Sola. Fakou taps up forward once again. In comes Donovan to put the pressure on him, yields off it, leaves it now for Beresford. Beresford Comes in, tucks that one in behind Crespo, gets half hooked off out of it there, but he managed to retain possession of it. The hooking play, playing the advantage there, breaks this one under the neck here now, but can't quite get that out of Faku. First up onto this one here, looks like it is going to be Donovan. Donovan plays a little open backhand out in towards the middle of the field, quickly swooping onto that one, can't get onto it, that one there. Can be the smile, yields off it, leaves it now for Faku. Faku makes a turning play for Habtoor. His ball just goes a little bit too far for his teammates to get onto, and it's just going to be Donovan. Donovan's tidy up here now for Ghantoot. It is Donovan. Donovan tapping this ball up forward, running this play. Ghantoot love to play on this number 2 field out here. He knows he's got his man out the front door there by the name of Yusuf bin Dismal. Yusuf bin Dismal got the run. Mohammed's cutting him down here now, but bin Dismal's going close towards the goal, and through the goal it is. A beautiful open goal there by Yusuf bin Dismal. Leveling up the scores here at 1 goal apiece. Halfway through this chucker here now, 1 goal all. A number of players scurry off and leave to change ponies and get back to the middle of the field for the umpires to get this ball bowled into play. So 2 teams lining up once again, not wasting any time. Ball back into play, and it comes here now. It is Donovan. Donovan tries to get away with this one here. Couldn't quite get hold of that one cleanly, but it's going to be Wangriz. Wangriz just avoiding the hook and play from Lewis. And carries his ball forward here. Wangriz up on the move. Oh, when he leaves that one behind, and the backhand comes in there. Nice little tail shot by Beresford. Lining up Mohammed. Mohammed Habtoor up onto the play here now. Mohammed comes on the deck once again, but now the ball's left there for Donovan and Lewis. Who can come up onto this one first? Donovan Lewis having a good contesting play. Donovan comes in, yields off, leaves it now for Wangriz. Wangriz plays a nice little tidy backhand. Try and get this one up for Donovan, but he gets the play stolen from him there by Sola. On the boards it is going to be Crepo. Crepo looking for something here is Lewis, but it is going to be Lewis to come away with this one here now. Lewis flicks it away, leaves this ball here now for Faku. Having to yield off it, there's Crespo. Faku just drives this one up here, trying to get that one up for Beresford. Comes off the back of the pony, and Wangriz comes in with the tail backhand out toward the middle field, set up Crespo. Crespo up on the move once again. Cesar up on the lovely driving shot there, centering it up here, but it looks like it might have too much legs on it, and out over the back line it goes. These boys connecting well, this field running fast out here at Ghantoot, field number 2. So players call for Beresford and Habtoor to bring back into play. Tommy Beresford brings it forward, launches this one up the field here now, trying to get that one up there for Lewis. Lewis up on the play here now. Lewis drags that ball forward, and in the way, coming across the front of him there, we get a collision of the horse and pony down. It is, and he's still as, no, I think Lewis, he's moving, but that looked rather painful. It looked like bin Dismal was trying to come up onto the play, and let's see what the umpires decide. We'll have the replay.
Replay, please. Replay.
Umpire calling for the replay. Not looking good there for Hugo Lewis. Beresford launched the play on the replay. You can see here now. Comes up onto this one, trying to come up onto it was Yusuf. I think he probably should have played a near side play and just got tangled up with the front legs of Hugo Lewis's pony, and it's a little bit like a tap tackle in rugby. You take one more stride and then down you go, unfortunately, as that happened. So Lewis being attended there by the ambulance and the paramedics that we have here at. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the ambulance just taking Hugo back over to the Habtoor camp, and let's see what the decision is, if he's able to continue or not. I certainly hope he is, but that was a rather nasty fall. And we'll wait for the umpire's decision on what is to be given and how we're going to start the game once more. It is, as we know, it is a very tough game, and you are very likely to sustain injuries in the game of polo during your career. But let's hope that he's all right, nothing severely done today, so he'll be able to continue. They've made of tough stuff, these boys. It might look like some people just ferrying around on horses, but it certainly isn't. It's not a game for the weak. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look like Hugo Lewis is going to be able to continue on, soldiering on there. Just warming up once more, getting his confidence. Surely that will have shaken him a bit, I'm sure. However, the umpires have decided to throw down a yellow card, so Yusuf bin Ismail is going to have to sit down for 2 minutes. And we'll be starting the match off with a penalty. I believe a penalty 2 in favour of Habtoor, giving them an opportunity to score a goal off this occasion here now, as the ball's teed up by Faku Sola. So Faku comes up to this one here, he drives, he shoots, and through the goal it is. That's 2 goals it is here now. 2 goals to Habtoor. One goal to Ghantoot, and it looks like the whistle's blown again, and we have a penalty 5B to start this chuck off again from the halfway line in favour of Habtoor. Umpires dealing with this very severely indeed. So players called, it's going to be Beresford to take the penalty here now this time. Tommy Beresford on one, circling round. Actually, I think he's on Little Alloy. So there he is, drives that one up forward. He gets cut out of the play there by Crepo. Crepo leaves it now for Juan Grizz. Juan Grizz up on the move here now. Juan Grizz keeps his ball moving forward, looks over his shoulder to see how much space and time he's got. He's got Beresford in front. Lewis looking to keep Crepo under control, goes with him, goes with the driving shot, does so, doesn't quite get the clean shot he's looking for, managed to get back onto the play once more and drives this one up, goal bound, trying to get this one up forward here now, and it looks like it is going to be Donovan comes through, takes the man, goes on the near side, backhand comes in there by Lewis, and Lewis clears away on the near side, back up to the stick side, Lewis clearing away, running around the field here now, Lewis up on the move on the far side of the field from the commentary stand, on the move he is, and up to over the halfway line is Lewis. Lewis come forward, in comes Juan Grizz, gives him the bump, comes with the near side backhand, sends that one back in towards the middle field, trying to keep this ball moving around the field for Donovan to come onto the play here now. Donovan has Faku out there in front. Beresford just been looked after there by Crepo. Cesar looking after Tommy, and it is going to be Donovan. Donovan flicks this one up forward, tries to get this forward, but it comes off the back of the pony. Backhand, little backhand comes in, gets tangled up with the pony. Mohammed Habtoor. Mohammed trying to come away with the play, leaves it behind, tries to steal the play there. Does Faku, but it's stolen this time by Beresford. Beresford on Little Alloy, comes up forward on it, goes with the inside backhand onto it, but it's cut out of the play by Juan Grizz. Juan Grizz under the neck here this time, looking to get moving forward up onto the play here now, but Lewis is going forward up onto it, plays the own backhand, opens this one up here now. The umpire's deeming he has enough space and time to get up onto this play, and it's going to be Beresford. Beresford checks up on the play, looks to see what he's got. He's got Mohammed Habtoor out the front door there. Can he get this one up to him? He's going to have to come off on the other side. You've got Crepo looking to come up on it as well. Mohammed gets hold of this one here. We get a whistle on the play, and that there, ladies and gentlemen, will be the end of the chukker with the score being 2 goals to Habtoor, 1 goal to Ghantoot. Two teams back on the field here now to get chukker number 2 underway. Yusuf bin Dismal still has another few seconds left to wait before he can come back out on. I think he's got 36 seconds left it is, I believe, before he can actually come back onto the field to play. So Ghantoot will still be starting off with three men on the field. Matthias looking to bowl the ball in here now. So just looking for a little bit of an order there. There it is, ball bowled in play. We're underway once again. And it is going to be Beresford comes away on Don Juan. It is Beresford. Beresford gets hooked off out of it there. Flicking across the play there is Crespo, but as he does, it looks like he comes across the front. He didn't quite stay straight. Made the hook and slipped in front of the players behind. So on the replay here we can see it exactly. There he is, just slips across the play in front of the players behind from Habtoor. So the ball's going to be placed down here now for a penalty in favour of Habtoor from the 40-yard line. A penalty 3. Faku walks up to this one here now. Faku Sola. Home shoulder drives it high loft. Lovely putting shot there indeed. Straight through the goals it is. Flags aloft. That's 3 goals here now to Habtoor. 1 goal to Ghantoot.
6 seconds. You have to wait 20 seconds more. At 6.
So the two teams back to the middle field. Yusuf anticipating wanting to get back onto the field of play. Eagerly, hungry, looking to get back on, but unfortunately still has to wait a little bit longer. The umpire, third man, will let him know when he can go back on, but here it is, ball back into play, looking for that one there is Beresford. Beresford flicks that ball up forward. Beresford comes forward. You have Yusuf bin Ismail joining the field once again. It is on the far side. Juan Grizz takes out Beresford, leaves it to play here for Faku Sola. Fola comes up onto this one here, just having to clear off out of his way there is going to be Crepo. Crepo can come forward. They're just queuing up behind Sola at the moment. Drives shot, comes off the pony, regains possession once again, comes with the next shot here. This time he does with the next shot. Who's going to be first onto this one here, trying to get up onto that one there? It's going to be Beresford. Beresford. Donovan comes in, spoils the play. play, steals that ball, turns it around, comes in, gets attacked there by Hugo, but it is going to be Donovan up on the play here now. Martin just loses possession of that one there, just flicked in, but it's going to be Beresford. Beresford tries to come onto the play here now. Turn, come back onto it once again. Looks to see where the goals are, keeps it coming. Knows he's got Donovan trying to steal and spoil his play. Does so, clears the backhand, does Donovan out towards the far side of the field. But first shot to this one here is going to be Faku. Faku drills this one back in once again, but it looks like it's going to be Donovan's got this one covered once again. Martin Donovan makes a turning play. With him there is Beresford. In behind to give the support is going to be Juan Grizz. Juan Grizz picks it up off the back of the play here now. Juan Grizz turns the other way. Looks for a bit of open space, looking to compose things down and settle it once again. It is Juan Grizz. Juan Grizz keeps his ball moving forward. He's got Lewis there. He's going to have to make a play on the ball here. Does so. Drives this one up forward here now. Sends this one forward, trying to get that one up there for Donovan. Wide out in space. Donovan checks up on the boards. With him there, shadowing him is Beresford. Beresford up on the play with him now, just marking him, comes off the back of Beresford's pony, regains possession once again, does Donovan. Donovan keeps his ball moving forward. Donovan unleashes one here now, sends this one goalward bound, but unfortunately couldn't find the goalpost, and wide it goes once more, peppering the actual back line of Ghantoot, but not managing to quite convert at this point. It's still early on in this match. It's in chukker number 2 with over 5 minutes left to play. So the ball's placed down for probably Beresford to bring back in, but it looks like Faku's going to bring it in as Tommy Beresford quickly changes pony, and it's going to be Faku. Taps it once, opens shoulder, cuts this one out here now. Just reversing their roles as Beresford runs onto it this time. Beresford gets told to play the ball. Now, everyone moving up forward on it, looking to get in. It gets cut out of the play there by Crespo, just thwarting that attack, but Beresford regains possession once again. Beresford says, okay, well, I'll just bring this one forward here steadily. Sends it all the way up here this time, but around onto it here is Donovan. Donovan picks it up on the near side. Donovan gets a good near side strike onto that one there. Gets forward, can't quite pick it up, can be dismalled, but it's going to be Hugo. Hugo sends a good backhand, but it's up and down and not quite enough angle on that one there, and it falls for Donovan. Donovan takes play on the ball, but he gets it stolen off him there, and as Faku comes in, slips across the play, unaware was Faku Sola that Krepo was coming up the play behind him. You can see on the replay here now, comes in, makes a stealing play, tries to pick this ball up, does Faku, but unaware to him, Krepo was loitering and manages to pick up the foul. So we get a whistle on the play, and the umpires will move this one up forward for another penalty 3, but this time in favour of Ghantoot. Being teed up by Martin Donovan. As Habtoor retire back behind the goal line. Faku quickly changing. Players called, but it looks like it's going to be Juan Grizz, Negros Avaleta to take the penalty on this rather warm but slightly breezy day here. Very overcast in the UAE today. Thunderstorms forecast for later. Let's hope we get this match finished in time. Zavaleta drive, shoot, straight as a die. The flags aloft. We're up here now. 3 goals to Habtoor, and 2 goals it is now to Ghantoot. So just closing that gap to a 1 goal margin as the 2 teams make their way back towards the middle field. For Matthias to pull this ball back into play. Ball back into play, front line out, trying to come out of this one here now is Krepo. Krepo turns, comes back inside of Sola, drives it up, comes off the pony, has to go back, regains possession once again. Sola coming back to put the pressure on him once more. Krepo lost their momentum, but still drives this one up forward here this time and tries to get that one up there, the front door between Mohamed Habtoor. Mohamed Habtoor plays a good backhand, clearing it away there, saving the day for Habtoor. Cleared even further there by the long backhand by Tommy Beresford, but his first onto is going to be Crespo sitting deep. Crespo. Ball gets plucked out of it there by Faku, avoids the hooking play. Negro in there with him, looking to put the pressure on him, unloads it, sends it up the field here now, trying to get that one up there for Lewis. Lewis coming up onto this one here, has to reach out a long way, quite control that one as clearly as you might like to do so, but first onto it is going to be, he managed to get the next shot off in towards the middle of the field. Picking up here now is Beresford, swooping onto that one here. Beresford just looking to flick this one home. Beresford flicks it home for another one on the board there for Habtoor. 4 goals it is now to Habtoor, and 2 goals to Ghantoot. Lewis did very well indeed there to manage to get the next shot in and get that one across there for Beresford to pick up. Still not an easy task to finish. He's had 2 players to beat. But they can always rely on Beresford to put the goal away when need be. So the 2 teams line up once again, changing ends, with Habtoor heading towards the city of Abu Dhabi, and coming off with here's One Grizz up on the move, trying to get the man up, moving forward, comes up forward with this one here. Does One Grizz. You see Faku keeping him off out the play, and it's going to be, comes up forward with it, but it just drifts out wide. Couldn't quite get the shot he was looking for. I think it actually possibly came off a pony, and out over the back line it is. As you see, Crespo's being kept off the play there by Faku, or vice versa maybe. But the ball's placed down on the back line once more for Tommy Beresford, and Habtoor to bring back into play. Tommy taps the ball forward here this time. Beresford opens shoulder, cuts it classically across for Faku to come on to. Faku picks up the bouncing ball and drives this one up forward. Lets this pony run here now, but it looks like One Grizz is going to try and get back onto this one here first. It is One Grizz looking over his shoulder, seeing what his options are. Pope cuts his ball open. Everybody else has gone the wrong way, but Kreppel managed to come in and pick this one up here now. Kreppel and Beresford comes in behind Beresford on the play here now. Comes in, cuts it, comes away with it. We get a whistle on the play. Not sure if it was a question of Beresford was allowed to come in there, or it was the high hook on the hand. But let's see what the umpires say. Umpire right was right there. And on the replay we can see where Beresford just blocked him and he came in with the hooking play. So let's see what the umpires give on this one. If Beresford had the right to come in on that one, or if it was because he was hooked on the hand. Umpires discussing this one. As you can see, it's not an easy call to make. Possibly one of the umpires believed that he could make the play, and the umpire's thinking he wasn't able to make the play. And we have a spot hit to blue as being given. The umpires came to the decision that yes, he was able to come in there to make the play, was Beresford. However, the hook was not a clean hook and not on the mallet. So it is going to be Faku Solis is bringing the ball back into play here once more with penalty 5 in favour of Habtoor Polo. It is within reach. Let's see what he does with it. Takes the tap. Brings the ball forward. Kreppel looking to get him to unleash it. Drives this one forward. A beautiful driving shot there by Faku Sola, and it's looking good, and good it is, and it's straight through the post. Feeling confident out here. Full of confidence is Faku Sola. 5 goals it is now to Habtoor. 2 goals to Ghantoot. Just as Ghantoot got themselves back within 1 goal, Habtoor come back with a vengeance. Stamping their authority on this chucker, and that's for sure. So 2 teams back to the middle. We've still got 1 minute 10 left to play here in chucker number 2 as Beresford picks this one up at the back of the line out. Nice clean line out there. He's setting up Sola. Sola's got the legs. Sola's away out here now. Sola looking to cut this one in here. He's going to cut the shot this one in. Does so, cuts it, and it looks like it's through. There it is. Putting them to the sword here in chucker number 2. 6 goals it is to Habtoor. 2 goals to Ghantoot. Faku unleashed, allowing Beresford to pick that ball straight up to him there. As you see, Beresford, nice clean line out there. It's what it's good to see. Leaving that bit of a gap in the line out for the umpires can get that ball in and out the back of it. Opens the game up immediately, rather than getting caught in these melees. And there goes the first 2, ladies and gentlemen. So that there will end chucker number 2 with the score being 6 goals to Habtoor and 2 goals to Ghantoot. Ladies and gentlemen, back here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club 4. Chucker number 3, 6 goals is to Habtoor, 2 goals to Ghantoot. Start chucker number 3 before we go into half time. Coming off with here, Beresford comes off the back of the line out here this time, gets a bit of a bump and a shove, manages to keep his ball moving forward. In comes Donovan. Donovan comes and stealing play, but it looks like Crespo wants a bit of the cherry here now, and Kreppel makes a turning play, looking to set it up, looking for somebody to get up forward so he can actually make a play on it. Kreppel up on the move here now. Kreppel gets going forward, just up over the halfway line. He has Bindismal out there in the front door. Bindismal, look, he's going forward, but it looks like that ball's just going a little bit wide. Can he get to that one in time? It looks like it's just run out over the back line, just wide. As I said, this field runs very fast here at Ghantoot, the field number 2. So Beresford brings this back into play, plays call. Ghantoot are just having a little bit of a word with each other and just get caught on the hop a little bit, and it is going to be settling on the play. Faku allows Beresford to get moving forward, drives this one up, looking to open this game up a little bit more here now as Beresford comes up onto the play, keeps his ball moving forward. One Grizz has got the better of him on that one there, and One Grizz comes up with the backhand back in towards the field, picked up here now by Sola. Shutting the back door there for Habtoor. Comes up forward, being marked hard there by Donovan. Opts turn the other way, go the other way. Lugas Oh, sorry, Hugo Lewis is pushed in there to try and look after Donovan. Donovan comes in with a stealing play and steals that one, poaches the ball there, picks the pocket there. Oh, Faku Sola, but the ball goes out over the boards, so the ball is placed down. Player's called for a free hit. Faku brings it in once more, taps it forward. Comes up forward once again, sends a driving shot, it's in range. Has he got the accuracy on this one here? And has he got the accuracy? Dead-eyed Dick here this afternoon. Faku Sola, riding the crest of the wave of confidence there is Faku Sola. Puts another one on the board. 7 goals it is here now to Habtoor. 2 goals to Ghantoot. So 2 teams back to the middle field here now with Ghantoot heading towards the city of Abu Dhabi. Habtoor heading back towards home in Dubai. The ball's into play. Trying to come out with this one here is Sola. Sola gets bashed and crashed and can't get through the play. Looking for something, but it's not going to get it because it's going to be onto it. It's going to be Negro. Negro tries to play the next shot, couldn't get hold of it, but it's going to be Donovan. Donovan there with Lewis. Yields off, leaves it now for Negro. Negro's Zavaleta once again. Juan Grizz. Juan Grizz keeps his ball moving forward. He's unmarked. He keeps bringing his football forward. Up behind. Faku Sola keeps it coming once again. Going to have to get a bit of a move on here. He needs to make a play. Umpire calls play on that one there. Brings it forward. Juan Grizz comes through with the Hisner Raw here now. Comes up forward, up onto the play. Looking to control the slightly bouncing ball. Just pushes it into the back of a horse and we get a whistle on the play. And so what the umpires decide on this one here, we'll probably see on the replay. Quite clear that Juan Grizz is coming up forward on the play. Trying to straighten this one up towards the goal. It looks like it comes off the back of the horse of Tommy Beresford. And the umpires must have deemed that he was blocking his way forward, not giving him enough room to make a play, spoiling the play in front, hindering his play, and we get a penalty 2 being taken from the spot in favour of Ghantoot. Looking to put another one on the board and close that margin that Habtoor have managed to build here over the last 2 chukkers. Juan Grizz. One shot play through the goals it is, flags aloft it is, so another one on the board there for Ghantoot. 3 goals to Ghantoot, but it's still 7 goals up there for Habtoor. Two teams lining up. Ghantoot now heading towards Dubai. Habtoor towards Abu Dhabi. Umpire just looking for vagrant attempts for the gap and balls that ball back into play. Back into play it is, out the back of the line, out it comes. It's going to be Donovan to pick this one up here now. Donovan makes a turn, comes up forward with this one here, trying to avoid the long hook there from Faku. Faku gets a bit of a touch up there by Cesar Crespal, but it is going to be Donovan managing to avoid the hook there, keeps on coming forward with the play, inching closer and closer to this goal. Lewis just looking to see if he can get a play on this one here, just has to yield off him as he comes inside him, tries to get onto it, comes near side on the belly and through it goes, but unfortunately it just goes wide. Under severe pressure there, knowing he had Beresford in behind all the time, haunting, shadowing him. And Lewis in front. Made the play, but unfortunately wide it goes. So once more the ball's placed down on the back line here now for Tommy Beresford to bring it into play. Beresford taps it forward, looks to see what his options are. Faku cuts open wide. Faku goes up on the move. Looking to come onto this one first is going to be Donovan, as Faku is just kept off out of it there by Juan Grizz. Sends the backhand in, flicked away there by Beresford, but we get a whistle on the play. Could be an interesting play. It'd be good to see this one on the replay to see if Beresford was playing across another horse, or what the umpires have seen out of this here. Or maybe the question you had, a player being pushed over the line. But regardless of what the outcome was, we have a penalty here now in favour of Habtoor. Beresford taps it forward. Crepel waiting for him. Beresford at the trot. Cuts this one out. Nice gentle casual shot off to link up there beautifully with Faku. Beresford goes forward up on the play. He goes up on the move here. Reckons he's got the horse and the play to be able to do this. Gets a push and a shove. Couldn't quite pick it up, but he knows he's got Lewis in behind. Lewis sends a good driving shot up forward here now. Lewis's ball is going goalward bound, but it looks like it's just drifted wide. Wide it goes to the left. Juan Grizz giving Faku a good ride off. Couldn't quite pick that ball up. Tried to pick it up from behind the pony with a long reach there of Faku Sola. Couldn't do so. Unfortunately, Hugo couldn't quite find the post at this time, so it's going to be brought back into play by Donovan. Donovan taps it forward, tends to cut this shot out wide here now. For Juan Grizz drives the ball up. Juan Grizz, ball doesn't go quite as far. I like to do so. Yusuf bin Dismar cleverly checks up, pulls it forward now here, out towards the boards, looks to see what his options are, and he's got Crepo in there behind to give him support. Turns to play confidently. Here comes Yusuf. Yusuf gets called to take the man. Gus come forward onto it. Here does Crepo. Crepo comes in near side play there. My man over the tour clears that one away, and it's cleared away here there by Faku. Faku coming onto it. Backhand comes in there, filling up towards the goal once again by Juan Grizz, but it looks like it's just gone wide. And we have a whistle on the play. And it looks like that's a safety, a corner. Penalty 6 coming off a defender. Off a defender's mallet. From the backhand of Juan Grizz. So he tees this ball up here now. An opportunity here now for Ghantoot to get back in touch a little bit more with Habtoor. 7 goals it is to Habtoor. 3 goals it is to Ghantoot. Looking for number 4. Juan Grizz Avaleta circling around up onto the play. Just composing the pony here now. Drives this one forward, he drives that one up towards the goal, but it looks like it's just gone wide. Push that one just to the right hand side of the goals. An opportunity gone a begging as the ball will be placed down for Habtoor's Tommy Beresford to bring back into play. Beresford taps this forward. Brings that forward. Crepo waiting for him. Comes under the neck. Sends us up there for Fakusola. Fakusola picks up the play once again. Juan Grizz going back with him. Juan Grizz gets better of him there and gets that backhand in. Coming around onto it. Beresford tries to get onto it. Near side backhand there by Lusby. Get a whistle on the play. As Crespo looks like he tries to get himself onto it. He half hooked and spoilt the play there of Beresford. Putting himself onto a new line. Possibly from where I'm sitting, but let's see what the umpires decide. And it looks like the umpires have decided a penalty 4. This time from the centre, directly in front of goal for Ghantoot. So let's see what Juan Grizz can do with this one here now as Habtoor retire back. 30 yards from the ball. Although, as we all know, for a penalty 4, a 6-yard penalty, there'll be somebody stuck out in the 30. And the rest trying to block this. It looks like Donovan's going to tee this one up. Maybe Juan Grizz not feeling comfortable with taking this penalty. So Martin makes the circling play. Habtoor waiting alert, looking to stop it. Donovan comes with the driving shot, the long reach there of Martin Donovan, but unfortunately just pushes that wide, but this time to the left hand side. Can't quite find their sights here yet, can Ghantoot. As the ball's placed back on the back line once again for Habtoor's Tommy Beresford to bring back into play. Our Chileno-Irishman, I'm sure would have been celebrating, or possibly not, St. Paddy's Day, and the ball gets brought into play here once again. If I hear him trying to Crepo, creeps there in front of Faku, turns back inside Fakusola. Touch it forward, been told he has to get on and play that one there, does so, comes off the back of the pony, but manages to thread that one through, and we get a whistle on the play. And we get another penalty here now in favour of Ghantoot. Closer this time for a penalty 3. Umpires must have deemed there wasn't enough room for him to make a clean shot with Faku just sitting parked in front of him. So this time, back behind the line is Habtoor. Taking up the penalty this time, back to Juan Grizz Avaleta. Negro. Settles playing down, brings it down, sends this one towards the goal and through the goals, not making any mistakes from the penalty. 3 it is for Ghantoot. 4 goals is now to Ghantoot, but it's still 7 goals up there to Habtoor. In chucker number 3 with just over a minute left to play. There's the 2 teams make their way back towards the middle of the field. For umpire Matthias to bowl this back into play once again. Ball back in, not wasting any time. Sends it up forward, through the line out it comes. Beresford's going to place himself onto this one here first. Pulls it back, settles it down. He has Zavaleta just marking him, yields off it, takes a pair of them go forward, leaving it now for Fakul. Fakul up on the run here now. Opens shoulder, drives this one straight up the front door here now. Looking to get that one up, just comes off the pony. Mohammed comes in with a better shot, but unfortunately just goes wide. Wide it is. And there goes the first compounder, the first 2 to go. So that there will end chucker number 3, ladies and gentlemen. So going into half time, it is 7 goals to Habtoor, 4 goals to Ghantoot, with 2 more chuckers left to play. In the second half, Ghantoot will be going back to look to see what they can do about this. They're going to have a big talk about it, see what they can do in their team plan. Habtoor are going to try and keep this momentum going and keep it rolling. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with you just in a few moments. So, ladies and gentlemen, to start the second half of this match here now, both teams back out on the field to play. Umpires on the field too. It is 7 goals to Habtoor, 4 goals to Ghantoot. To start chucker number 4 of this 5 chucker match. Ghantoot looking to come out with great force here. Habtoor looking to keep them at bay and mount on their lead. So 2 teams ready and waiting to go. I'm looking for Donovan to come and bring this ball back into play. Just waiting here now for Tommy Beresford to get himself mounted up and back on the field. Just a few last minute touches for Tommy and on he gets. Back out on the field of play. It looks like he's back on Aloy again. A great little pony that came over a few years ago for the Wolves Polo team. Now being absconded into the Habtoor Polo team, and it is now going to be Donovan. Donovan brings the ball into play here now. Being marked there by Lewis, looking to make him make the play. Does so, cuts this one open. Comes off the umpire's pony. Negro just has to check up onto this play. Can't get onto it, but it looks like it's going to be Fakul Sola. Fakul Sola on the move here now. Fakul Sola taking advantage. That gets hooked off out of it there. Saving the day is Kreppel once again. It's now left there for Zavaleta. Zavaleta clears it away here now over the far side of the field. Keeping this ball rolling around the field for Kreppel to come on to Kreppel. Up on the play here once again. The ball coming just down about the halfway line, but it's now going to be Kreppel again. Gives this ball a big driving shot. Looking to open this game up here now. Gets a good driving shot, but it hasn't quite got the accuracy. Can he keep it in? A cute angle shot trying to get this one in towards the goal. Does. Pushes it across the face of goal, and Beresford anticipates, cleans up, comes in, ties the game up here now for Habtoor. Kreppel just has to yield off it. Comes up onto it once again. Does. Beresford launches another ball up to about the halfway line, and over the halfway line it comes, but he feeds that one back to his opposite number. Donovan taps it for once again. Waiting is Sola. Gets tangled up a little bit. Sola just showing he's got the line to get to the ball. Comes in with it. Tries it up again once. Does. Donovan setting up for Kreppel, but Kreppel just kept off out of it there by Beresford. Beresford setting to the side backhand. The backhand comes in looking to set up Sola, but it looks like it's going to be Donovan. Shut him down once more, and Donovan up onto the play. Looks to see where he can go. Goes with the turning play, and we get a whistle. Donovan thought he had enough space and time to be able to make a turn. But you just see that polo is not just a game played between the legs, it's also a game of using a bit of grey matter. The experience there from Fakul Sola. Umpires not agreeing. So they're coming to the third man. And And the umpires were agreeing, sorry, but what they were doing, they were wondering how far up they should move this, if they should only take it to the halfway. But they decided to move this one up for a penalty 4. A penalty 4 here now in favour of Habtoor. Faku would have been on the leash. He had one man to beat, that was it. If the foul hadn't been made, he needs to be put into a position where he would have been if he hadn't been fouled. So that would be at least to the 60-yard line for a penalty 4. So the ball teed up by Faku Sola. As Ghantoot retire back, looking to defend this one. Sola just taking a practice swing, just warming up. Looking to put this one clean over the top. I won't give him the commentator's curse, but here we go. Faku, strong penalty taker, drives this one forward. Through it is towards the goal. Straight as a die once more, as I said earlier. He's riding the crest of the wave of confidence here. Is Faku Sola this afternoon. And drives this one through. On the replay we can see here now Faku just cantering up, pony balanced, calm, collected. Coming off a very good season in Argentina, the ball back into play by umpire right. It is a bit of a melee, comes away with it there to Kreppel. It flicks off a pony, comes away to Lewis to try and pick this ball up, comes back with it, tries to drive it forward, comes off pony, Kreppel tries to get the hook in play, then there Lewis and Kreppel makes turning play and he's up on the move here now. Kreppel going in here if Ghantoot can't quite get hold of that ball there, tries to pick it up but you get a whistle on the play. So we can see on the replay here as Crespo steals his play, comes away with the ball. Gets under this one a little bit here now, comes up, and as he comes in, he has already started his full swing, it looks like, as Lewis comes in for the ride-off, and we get a whistle on the play. And so we have a penalty 2 in favour of Ghantoot. Teed up there by Juan Zavaleta. 4 goals is to Ghantoot, 8 goals so it is to Habtoor in chugger number 4. With Ghantoot looking to close the gap once more and get this up to 5. As Wangariz circles round up onto the play. Wangariz open shoulder, drives this one, not going to make any mistakes from there. Wangariz, a very astute Polo player indeed, and it's 5 goals to Ghantoot. 8 goals still low to Habtoor as the two teams make their way back towards the middle of the field here once again, with just under 5.5 minutes left to play. Of chugger number 4. Ghantoot coming back into this match here now, stoically working their way back in. Umpire right line the two teams up, looking for Vegas into the gap, bowls that ball into play. It comes off here now for Wangariz. Wangariz comes in, the backhand comes in, it's stopped there by Faku, gets another bite of the cherry on this side. He sends this one up forward here now, but it's only as far as Beresford opens up the backhand. Sends it open, looking to get this up to Faku. Faku swoops up onto the play, looks to come inside the Wangariz. Wangariz is just going to have to yield off this one here now. Pushes and shoves, plays a near side shot, and we get a whistle on the play. Wangariz is not happy about that one here. Donovan thought that he had the line on it as well as he made the turn. And we have the whistle, but the umpires are definitive about this fact, as they believe a foul had been made. The Wangariz hadn't made a proper ride-off possibly. It's for you to make the decision. You can see on the replay. Standing waiting, took it on the near side, underneath the neck. And the umpire's whistle is sounded. And we have a penalty 4 in favour of Habtoor, to be teed up once more by Faku Sola. As I say, came off an amazing season in Argentina to join us here in the UAE for the Habtoor Polo team. Faku once more on the play. Open shoulder, drives it strong, it's come down before the goalpost, but it looks like it's just got a little bit wide. Wide it is. Didn't quite get that one as cleanly as he might like to have done so, and wide it is to the left hand side of the post where he's looking at it. And the ball will be placed down for Martin Donovan and Ghantoot to bring back into play. Taps this one up forward here now. Wangariz goes up on the run here now, but he opts to go the other way. Opts to go with Donovan. Doesn't quite get the shot up to Crespo, but it's cut in once again there by Faku. Ubiquitous. Kill goes up in the air, flicks this one up forward as he does. I have an eagle, tries to play a little cut backhand to put that one into the middle of the field, but it's going to be Donovan who picks this one up quickly. Donovan picks it up beautifully here now. Donovan keeps going forward. He knows he's got the big long reach there for Faku behind, keeps his ball moving forward, avoids the hooking play, yields off it, leaves it now for Lewis, but he tends his ball up up forward here now. Coming up onto it is Bin Dismal and Mohamed Habtoor. Bin Dismal gets the next shot in towards the middle of the field, but it looks like it is going to be Beresford. Beresford cuts the open backhand, looking for that man solo once again. Up onto this play, here comes one Grizz, and we get another whistle. One Grizz granted taking this on the near side. However, the umpire is possibly not right, deeming he had the right to go there. Backhand on the replay comes in by Beresford, cutting it open, coming up onto that one there. Got himself squared up onto the line, it looked like, or a little bit more so, was Fakusola. So the ball's placed down here now for a spot penalty. In favour of Habtoor, but we have one Grizz Zavaleta just dismounted at the moment. Stretching maybe in that play, he's just tweaked the riding muscle or something. That one of the most common injuries that you'll get without having an accident in polo, second only to possibly tendonitis in the elbow.
12, 13.
So Habtoor just giving you a little bit of space and time just to decompose himself whilst Kreppel manages to change ponies. And it is going to be Faku to bring it back in. Beresford sent out forward this time. Faku looks at his option are, opens that shoulder up and drives it up over the halfway line, looking to get that one up there for Tommy, but it's well covered by Donovan. Donovan up onto the play, plays the open backhand, cuts it open here now, trying to get that one up there for Bin Dismal up on the near side. Bin Dismal couldn't quite get it. Mohamed Habtoor comes in with good sporting play on it, but it's now going to be on the near side. Negro brings his ball up forward here now, looks to get away there from Lewis, does so, but he's pushed on out of it there by Faku. The initial work done there by Lewis, comes up forward with it, does Faku. Faku up on the move here now, Faku coming up over the halfway line. Faku keeps his ball moving forward away there, can't quite get in contention there. Negro is trying to keep this ball moving, little backhand there by Negro, comes out towards the middle of the field. First onto it is going to be Kreppel in front of Lewis, and Kreppel clears it away there for Habtoor, for Ghantoot, sends his ball out clear, keeping this ball rolling around the field here. Good pressure there by Lewis, spoiling the play there. Comes up, picks his ball up on the near side. Does Beresford, couldn't collect it, could Bin Dismal, but coming in with the pressure on Beresford, stealing away from there is going to be Donovan. Donovan couldn't quite drag that one forward, just came a little bit far behind him. It's going to be Donovan once again as the ball flicked up forward there by Faku. Tries the next shot, couldn't get it off. Settles now, calming things down once more. Keeping composure is going to be Faku. Faku tries to make the turning play, does so, comes inside, yields off it, leaves it now for Beresford. Beresford up on the play, turns back inside once again. Going to have to give him the right to the play there is Donovan, and leaves it once again. Working well, these two. Coming round off the back of the play is Fakusola. Opens the shoulder, launches one up over the halfway line once again, looking for Lewis, doesn't get to Lewis, but it looks like it is going to be Tommy comes in, but slipping on the play quickly there was Negro Zavaleta. Quickly, his backhand left there for Donovan, sending Kreppel up forward. Kreppel going forward with momentum, but it's lost a little bit of momentum there as Donovan keeps his ball moving forward. Donovan comes forward, realises he's got the long reach of Beresford in behind, gets a move on here. Does Donovan looks to keep this ball moving forward, comes off the pony, a little bit of a backhand picked up here now by Kreppel. Kreppel connects the play off the back, realises there could have been a sporting play, comes up forward it once again, gets hooked off out of it there by Faku, and in comes Bin Dismal. Bin Dismal comes to try to make a play on this ball, gets his play half by spoilt on it there, and it is a bit of a melee in there, a bit of discombobulation as the ball gets cleared away there by Tommy Beresford. Beresford's play as Donovan tries to come onto it. We get a whistle on the play as Solo reckoned that he had the play on that one there. We see on the replay here now. Little backhand comes in there by Sola. Sola's backhand clear there by Beresford. Looking to come onto it was Faku. Umpires might be saying that it is the right and the play for Ghantoot. As Donovan got himself a little bit more established on it. Easy to say for here in aftermath. Faku possibly being better off going on the near side, but very easy to say from here, from the sideline. The umpires decide we have a penalty 2 in favour of Ghantoot, to be taken by Juan Zavaleta. Juan Grizz. The amazing ponies of Ghantoot just brings that one forward and drives it away through those posts. 6 goals it is here now to Ghantoot. 8 goals though to Habtoor, clawing this lead back, taking the margin down, cutting it down, our Ghantoot to a minimum of 2 goals now. As the two teams line up on umpire right, one group's having changed, comes back onto the field of play here now. Ball back into play, front line out, Bindismar comes away there, Mohamed Habtoor gets all he can play on it, gets stolen there by one Grizz, scoots off out the side, near side play, picked up there by Beresford, reaches out a long way on Don Juan. Brings it forward, comes back inside, it is Crespo looking for something, nothing to be given on that one there, plays the backhand comes in, off the boards it is, keeps this one in play, gets told to yield off it, does Lewis, it's now left for Faku and one Grizz, comes off the pony, allows in the next play, drives this one up forward for Beresford in the middle of the field here, good angle shot, unmarked, it's going to be shadowed there by Crespo looking to see what he can do with this one here, Beresford just tickles that one forward and straightens it up, comes off the back of the pony, couldn't quite get that clear shot he was looking for on it, can't come in there, can be dismount, but it's just going to be Beresford coming forward once again, he's a little bit wide of the post, looking for a very cute little chip shot in towards the goal it is, but the goal judge says it's wide, no, the goal judge puts the flag aloft under the guidance of the umpires, and it is 9 goals to Habtoor, 6 goals to Ghantoot, right on the hooter. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, we see it on the replay once again. Beresford pushed it a little bit wide, but with that little cut shot, little under the neck scoop, through the goals it goes. A little bit of doubt there by the goal judge, but the umpire is well positioned, and positioned he was to see that that was through the goals to make it goal number 9 for Habtoor. 9 goals to Habtoor, 6 goals to Ghantoot. That is certainly an ending that Habtoor would have been wanting, getting that 3-goal margin back again. Not what Ghantoot were looking for. But we'll start off chukker number 5, the 5th and possibly final chukker of our sole match here today at Ghantoot in Abu Dhabi. Back here now at Ghantoot for the 5th and possibly final chukker here in our match of His Highness, the President of the UAE Cup. Two teams lining up here now. 9 goals is to Habtoor, 6 goals is to Ghantoot, and 7 minutes left to play. Unless, of course, we're all tied up, and we will play that extra 30 seconds, and if we're still tied up, then we will go to golden chukker. Umpire Matthias just explaining a little bit the rules there to the teams. The ball ball to play there by umpire H. Peter sends it in here now. First onto that one there, trying to get onto it is Faku, but sneaking under his nose was one Grizz, and we get a whistle on the play. Donovan not happy with that decision, having a little word there with umpire Wright, incredibly experienced. Will not be swayed, as he's in agreement, is his co-umpire. Fakasol just looked like he's looking for a use ball. And players call, Beresford taps this one forward, Crepo comes in to shadow him on this one here, just dummies the play. Comes with the tap again, drives it up forward here now for Faku. Faku comes onto it here now, just scoops that one underneath his opponent, has to try and get back onto this one here, comes up onto this one here, comes in on the near side, gets hooked off out of it there by Crepo, trying to get back onto this play, but it looks like Lewis has picked this one up here, turns back inside, does so. As he turns back inside, he just beats a wall of shirts. Unable to get through on that one there, trying to get in the near side, charges Donovan, he gets hooked off out of that play, tangled up in the pony possibly as well, but it's going to be Faku. Faku comes out with this one here, Faku going goal bone, this is dangerous, very dangerous indeed there, for Ghantoot as their flags aloft, and it is into double figures for Habtoor. 10 goals it is to Habtoor, 6 goals to Ghantoot. Just as Habtoor were looking to start this one off, and we've got Donovan not happy out there indeed, having a word with Matthias, the Argentine umpire, out there on the field. As the two teams line up once more. Changing ends. Habtoor heading towards the city of Abu Dhabi. Ghantoot towards Dubai. Ball back into play it is, trying to find this one on the back of the line. It's going to be Crepo. Crepo comes away with it. On the shot there, leaves it now for Juan Grizz. Inside backhand comes in there by Lewis. Thwarting and spoiling that play once again, slowing them down, losing the momentum. It is going to be Donovan. Donovan comes up with it here now. Donovan trying to weave his way through on this play here now. Donovan comes forward, gets half hooked off out of it. Little backhand comes in there by Faku, but it looks like it's going to be Juan Grizz, gets onto it, cuts this one in, and it looks like he's just put that one wide. But we get a whistle. And we have a yellow card put out there on there for Donovan. Not going to tolerate the continual back chat going on the disrespect
Aparentemente a Donovan. Pero bueno, ahora
to the players, and he's still harping on. If he's not careful, he'll get another one thrown at him as well. One Grizz having a chat there as well. Everybody just being told to put a lid on it, calm it down, play polo. So the ball's teed up there by Fakul. Fakul sort of comes onto the play, leaving it now, letting Tommy Beresford go out forward. 10 goals is to Habtoor, 6 goals is to Ghantoot. With 5:39 left to play, and Fakul goes with the one-time driving shot, sends this one up forward. It's out there towards the left-hand side for Tommy to come onto. One Grizz going back with him. Tommy comes up on a display here now, checks up, brings it, tries to bring this ball back inside, does so, straightens himself back up towards the goal, gets blocked and pushed out of it, and off the front end if he comes there, and it is a whistle on the play. And we can just see on the replay here now, the ball gets driven up there. Tommy comes up onto it. Donovan comes in, manages to turn the play, comes straight himself up towards the goal. Donovan comes back in towards it, pushes through into the front of the horse. Pony decides, no thank you, I'm out of here. And Tommy unfortunately ends up on the floor. Off little Aloy. Fortunately not too far to fall. So let's see what the umpires decide on this and how they're going to start this one. Was there a foul, or will be starting off with a roll-in? So it looks like we'll be starting off with a roll-in from the inside out. As Tommy was on the ground in the direct line of play, the ball gets bowled into play, comes up with it here on the near side. Doug Kreppel pulls it out here this time, gets another tickle of that one there, but the backhand comes in there with a long reach there of Beresford, cleared away there by Donovan, cutting across the face of goal. Does Martin Donovan out towards the boards, checks up, he's got Lewis there, shadowing him. In behind comes One Grizz, trying to keep Lewis off, and it is going to be Donovan once again. Donovan keeps his ball moving forward, yields off it now, leaves it for One Grizz. One Grizz comes up forward here once again. One Grizz, over shoulder, drives this one up, puts this ball up forward here once again for Fakul gets a play, a little bit of a hook there by Donovan, turned in once again by Lewis, but the backhand on the near side comes in by One Grizz, looking to set up Bender's Mile, but coming back onto this one first, it is that man, Tommy Beresford. Tommy Beresford sends this ball back into the throws once again, but it is going to be One Grizz to come up onto it. Lewis trying to get onto it, gives him a bit of a push and a shove from behind, but it is going to be the advantage played, and it is One Grizz, comes away with the play. Donovan and Lewis come away with this ball here now, and it is going to be Donovan up onto the play. Donovan with momentum coming through, just leaves that ball a little bit far behind, it comes off the pony, and it is going to be Sola on the near side. Fakul Sola. Fakul brings it round on the near side once again, comes in, gets hooked off out of that one there by Donovan, couldn't quite get the backhand off, could you spin his mark? It's now picked up there by Lewis. Lewis playing a cracking season out here, drives that ball up. Certainly this fall didn't do him any harm here today, but it's going to be Donovan on it. Gets here, you hear the call for the tail shot, but he opts to make the turning play instead. Of course, if you hear a call, it's only ever an option, and it is going to be Donovan to come forward up onto this one here now. Ball just coming behind him. Lewis looks after him, but leaves it now for Kreppel. Kreppel does it, gets half plucked out of the air there by Sola. It was going goalward bound, looking to try and keep this one in the play was Beresford, but we get a whistle. You see here on the replay, in comes Kreppel, sends a driving play, eagle-eyed. Fakul Sola plucks it out the air, stops it going goalward bound, but as Beresford comes across the back line to try to keep it in play, maybe the umpires deemed there was a foul, or maybe it had gone over the back line. Let's just wait and see what they decide. There's a number of players leave the field of play to quickly change ponies. Taking this opportunity as the ball's placed down here now for a penalty 3. In favour of Ghantoot. To be teed up here by Wanga Zavaleta. So this has been brought back to a 40-yard penalty, not a 30. because of the angle and difficulty of the opportunity to score. If you'd been right in front of goal, then it would have been a penalty too, but it's going to be One Grizz. One Grizz comes out of this one there, gets struck out the air there by Solar, but still carries on through the goal. The flags are off there for Ghantoot. 10 goals is to Habtoor, but now it's 7 goals to Ghantoot. And 3.5 minutes left to play here in chukker number 5. Lining up here on our right. Ball back into play. Back into play it is. Back of the line out. One Grizz comes away with it here now. It's possible to do, and then he unleashes there. Crespo sees that Crespo's out there. Sends it up forward. Crespo well positioned. Crespo going goal bound here. Looking to stick a ball this one all the way home. Beresford can do not a lot more than just sit and watch this one go through, but he does manage to catch him, and he catches him, but not quite in time. There it is. Another one there for Ghantoot. 8 goals it is to Ghantoot. 10 goals though still to Habtoor. They're crushing this margin here now at Ghantoot. They're pulling it back in, clawing it back in. Is there enough time? Habtoor need to control these line-outs. Ghantoot, I'm sure, looking to emulate that once more. Fakul. Back in the middle of the field, ball on play, has to come into an onside position before he can make a play, does so, sends his ball up here now, but it looks like he's going to be first onto it. It's going to be Fakul Solar up onto the play. Crespo looking for something here, but Fakul takes it forward, gets hooked off out of it, managed the same session once again. So skillful, so talented, this young man here now. Here's Fakul Solar, goes with the driving shot, doesn't quite get the centric shot he was looking for, but pushes a little bit wide, but he still has it in possession, flicks it away there from Crespo. Crespo desperately looks to try and pick it up behind, but it is going to be Fakul. Fakul flicks it up in the air, goes forward, he's got the pressure from Donovan, pushes it on the near side, flicks that one out towards the goal, but unfortunately couldn't quite reach Mohamed Habtoor of the goal. And wide it is, wide it goes, as the clock tick-tocks down with 2 minutes and change left to go. Here in chukker number 5, it is going to be Donovan. Donovan to bring the ball back into play, and we get a whistle. Just as Donovan was looking to bring this ball back into play for Ghantoot. Habtoor's Tommy Beresford opting to change a pony, of course. The welfare of these ponies is of tantamount importance. And evidently feeling that that pony was a little bit sore, a bit lame, calling the attention of the umpires and asking for permission to change to get back onto Don Juan, but also at the same time giving Ghantoot time to get onto fresh legs as well. Streaming and filming Polo organisation in the world. So the two teams back mounted up again. We'll be looking for the call play momentarily here now. All to play for out here this afternoon in this match in His Highness the President of the United Arab Emirates Polo Gold Cup. One Grizz comes over the play, leaving it now for Donovan. Donovan on the move. One Grizz looks like he's back on Jessica again. Sends a driving ball up here now. Sends it up forward, up to the front door, but well marked and well covered there, and well taken control of by Fakul. Fakul near side on the backhand. Flicks this one up here now for Mohamed Habtoor. Comes up on the play, looking for something as useless. Sends it a bit wide. Comes on the neck with the play here now, but it's now going to be One Grizz to pick up the play. One Grizz Avaleta. One Grizz Avaleta just yields off it, leaves it now for Donovan. Donovan under pressure, takes the ball in the air on the near side beautifully. Just how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's how it is done, is by him. But first onto it is going to be Lewis. Lewis's play picked up there by Fakul. Fakul's play comes out over the boards, so that ball will be placed down for a free hit in favour of Ghantoot with 1:20 left here to go. Umpire right looking to drop this ball. Ah, no, it's a blue hit. Blue hit it is. I do apologise. We have a whistle for a bit of clarification. We have a... So the umpire's just looking for the replay on this one here now, just to get a little bit of a clarification on this one, just looking for it, and back here comes now, does the replay. A little bit of chit chat, not what we're looking for at this point in time. So it looks like they... So it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, that has come off a Ghantoot pony on the backhand. The umpire's making the final decision, and there it is. There will be a free hit in favour of Habtoor. A cruel hard blow there for Ghantoot, looking for their possession. If they'd managed to get this, it would have brought them back in contention again, but the ball's in possession of Habtoor's. Fakul brings it in. Krepo looking to put the play on him here now. Brings it up forward. Goes to the driving shot, looking to unleash this. Trying to get this one out the way. Takes it up against the boards. First on to this is going to be One Grizz. One Grizz have a letter. One Grizz up on the play, looking for something. There's Beresford. Beresford just kept out of it there by Donovan. One Grizz straightens things up. He's got Lewis out there in front. He's got Beresford in behind. Beresford yields off, takes Donovan with him. But it is going to be One Grizz. One Grizz comes forward with the play here now. Sends it up there for Krepo. Krepo flicks onto the line. Just gets tangled up in the pony's feet a little bit there. He cuts back inside once again. Lewis comes back to put the pressure on him. Turns back inside him on this occasion here. That clock is tick-tocking down and it is going to be driven up here this time. Solar just straightens himself up onto it. Takes control of the play. Looking to unload this one here, brings it forward, goes on the move himself. One Grizz looking for the healing play, takes it up now, but on the near side does Beresford, back onto a stick side, comes off the pony. It's going to be just enough there for Faku, gets hooked off out of it. Who's round onto this one first? Round onto this one first. Every single time is going to be Beresford, picked up by Dindismal, out towards the boards it goes for One Grizz. Cleverly flicks that one in behind Beresford, drives this one up here once again, puts up there. Near side play there by Krepo. Krepo gets hold on the near side, but unfortunately just pushes it wide it is. Couldn't find the goals on this occasion. We just have a matter of seconds left here as that clock tick-tocks down. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the end of our match here this afternoon, with Habtoor running out the winners over Ghantoot. 10 goals is to Habtoor, 8 goals to Ghantoot. As I said, coming to you by the premier live filming company in the world, Polo on Ghantoot's website and also online. And we'll be back with you again on Tuesday for one more match here in His Highness the President of the UAE's Polo Cup 2019, the year of Thanksgiving.